Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of my studio tour. There are a lot of gadgets covered in this video, so it will definitely be worth your time. Before starting part 3, make sure that you have seen part 1 and 2 to have a better understanding of my space. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get started with part 3. Starting with my chair, I use the Monster Ultimate chair from Greensole, and it is very comfortable for long hours of work. Its back can recline to 180 degrees, and the armrests have multi-directional adjustments to suit your needs. These armrests are a little too flimsy, which is slightly disappointing, and personally, I didn't like its lumbar support pillow. But I've changed it to a bigger version which I found on Amazon, and this thing is very comfortable. So overall, I really like this chair. Coming to this motorized desk, which I use for shooting as well as for laptop setup, this thing is from Desqoo and it is really good. It has a silent motor, collision detection system, 140 kg of load capacity, and a height range from 62 cm all the way to 127 cm. It can also store 4 heights in memory for convenience. I also purchased wheels for this desk by contacting their customer support. These wheels make it so convenient to move the desk anywhere I want. Coming to my cameras, this is the RX100 Mark IV camera from Sony. I got it back in 2016 and this was my first camera with manual controls and 4K video. I absolutely loved it back then. It still baffles me how Sony was able to fit so much stuff in this tiny camera. But it did have a few limitations. The autofocusing was slow, the display wasn't a touchscreen, and it wasn't a vari-angle display either. And most importantly, it didn't have that signature DSLR look with a blurred background or bokeh. For that reason, I got the Canon 7070 in 2018. With this camera, I got the vari-angle touchscreen display and a nice background blur because of a much larger APS-C sized sensor. But I had to give up on 4K and the convenience of charging the battery while it is inside the camera. I was quite frustrated by the battery thing at first, but eventually I got used to it. But the 4K thing, it kept bothering me, but back then there was no camera capable of shooting in 4K 60 FPS without costing me a fortune. Finally, this year I got the new Canon R7. Now this thing can do 4K 60 FPS no problem, but it doesn't stop there. It can do it in 10-bit 422 using C-Log 3. It basically means that there is a lot more dynamic range packed into the recording, which we can play with while editing. Also, this camera supports in-body charging via the Type-C port and has fancy features like IBIS and dual SD card slots. As it is still using an APS-C sensor, I can use all my old 7070 lenses with just an adapter. Basically, this camera ticks pretty much all the boxes for me, so I'm really liking it. This entire studio tour series has been shot with the Canon R7 and I'll be making a dedicated review of this camera very soon. Coming to the lenses, I have 5 lenses in total, all using the EF mount. This 18 to 55mm lens is a kit lens that came with the 77D. After that, I invested in 2 prime lenses, the 50mm f1.8 and 24mm f2.8. The 50mm one is fantastic for portraits and creating a beautiful background blur effect with its wide aperture. And the 24mm one is ideal for street photography as it is so small and lightweight, making it very easy to carry everywhere. After that, I invested in the Sigma 18 to 35mm f1.8 lens. This is easily my favorite lens. I do almost 60 to 70% of my video shooting with this lens. And finally, I got this super zoom lens. It is great for sports as well as wildlife photography. And it can also be used for macro photography. Coming to lights, I have these RGB lights from Ulanzi. I use them in all my videos in creative ways to make the videos look good. I also have these 3 big lights from Godox. I have also bought this gimbal and slider from Moza. They can work together to create some interesting shots. I am still experimenting with them and you'll see some of these interesting shots in my future videos. My latest purchase is this wireless microphone set from Maono. My main USB mic for voiceovers is also from the same brand. Here you get 2 wireless transmitters with built-in microphones as well as audio jacks for connecting lavalier microphones. And the receiver mounts to the camera for very convenient voice recording while shooting. By the way, my voice in this entire studio tour series has been recorded with this wireless mic. Coming to connected tech, these RGB light strips for direct and indirect lighting are from HomeMate. These strips have a density of 60 LEDs per meter. These are connected to Wi-Fi, so you can control them via the HomeMate app. They also work well with the Google Assistant as well as Amazon Alexa. Coming to the ceiling lights, these are also from HomeMate. These have dedicated white lights as well as RGB lights. You can change the warmth of the white lights or change to any RGB colors from the HomeMate app. Again, these lights also work with Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. Next is this smart fan from Polycab. I really like its design and premium build quality. Even this fan has a dedicated app, and it also works with Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. Now this is an air purifier from Xiaomi. It has a proper HEPA filter to catch PM 2.5 particulates, and it is also Wi-Fi connected, so you can set up schedules for auto start and stop. And even this one supports Google Home and Amazon Alexa. I feel it is quite essential for people living in cities like Mumbai and Delhi with heavy air pollution. Another device from Xiaomi is this bedside lamp. Even this lamp has all the colors and can be controlled via the Mi Home app. It can also be controlled via Google Assistant as well as Amazon Alexa. This is my boombox style Bluetooth speaker with 70 watts of output. I've made a review of it which you can check out. This is a very useful wireless charger for Samsung devices, as it can simultaneously charge the phone, the watch and the TWS earbuds. It comes with an 18-watt charger in the box, so the charging speed is quite good as well. Now this is a nice looking humidifier which is powered by a USB Type-C port. You can add some fragrant essential oils to it to create a nice ambience in your room. This is a decorative light from IKEA. You can turn it on by twisting the tube, and it can be powered by batteries or a micro USB cable. Now this is an interesting desk lamp. This light magnetically attaches to the lamp. It can also be used as a portable torch. It also comes with magnetic mounts for a shelf as well as a wall. This is a decorative ring light from Oki. It comes with a remote and has a lot of cool light effects. These are neon light stands, great additions to any decor, and also cool looking backdrops for product photography and video recording. This PlayStation symbols light stand is one of my favorite additions to the decor of this room. It is great for marking a space as a dedicated gaming space. No room looks complete or lively without plants, be it real or fake. These plants can elevate any style of decor, and I highly recommend adding at least a few of these to your space as well. Finally, to maintain such a space with so many devices in a place like Mumbai, where dust builds up in no time, a portable vacuum cleaner is a must-have. This one is an inexpensive solution. It can charge over USB, it has both suction and blowing functions, and comes with useful accessories. Alright, so that concludes my studio tour for 2023. Hopefully by this time next year, we'll have enough additions and upgrades to this space to warrant a dedicated setup update video. Anyways, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel down below. Thanks for watching.